How's it going, Rackle viewers? Grim Gaddy right back into another Grim Rules Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition session with the Esterisle Cartography Guild homebrew. Our 50th session, dear sweet lord. I'm not gonna lie, I've probably said it a few times already, but I'm gonna say it again because God knows it's shocking to me. I'm so happy I found a group that we stuck together for, damn near 4-ish years now. Like, damn. I remember when I first got back into it, it was a pain in the butt just finding a group. That was a pain in the butt finding a group that didn't want me to rip my hair out or do horrible things to me in the game or to the other players. Because that was their idea of fun. Ugh, horror stories abound. Anyway. Yeah, stuff happened last session. We successfully infiltrated is the word that I probably shouldn't be using, but we infiltrated fine the School of the Mind Flayer, and then kind of just unshackled all the demons and the fiends that Duragar were keeping as pets, and all hell broke loose, and we ended up fighting practically everything. Because everything just wanted to go down to the damn basement. That all said, Lambert, my wonderful Eldritch Knight, aka my Witcher knockoff, has the Mind Flayer Grimoire in his possession, and Lord knows what I'm going to learn from it. Before I, like every other Grimoire, I've gotten shipped back to the monastery, seeing as how that's kind of like the unsaid rule is desperately try to keep these sacred texts within the still living and going schools of my wonderful would-be witchers. But enough about that. We actually have some people in Discord, so let's just jump in and see if we can get this ball rolling. Hello.
I really hope everyone comes before Michael's here. That'd be really good.
So you just pitch him shit?
Yeah, DM's the last one to show up.
God.
It's not a common thing for that to happen.
Oh, and I still gotta make mats for my Star Wars stuff. Introduced to them, it's like, these are the ways you can make money. I recommend you pick one. I recommend you pick the one that didn't get you into the circumstance that you're in right now.
Did they do something criminal?
They lost their entire starship from gambling. It's funny because I'm actually gonna make it very known one of the ways they can earn enough money to get their ship back is literally
more gambling.
More gambling.
This can't go wrong.
Meanwhile, in my Star Wars campaign, I was trying to avert the party from stealing another player's ship while they already have their own ship. You don't need two ships. And they were adamant they want to try to do it. Fortunately, they did not roll well. But I told them, like, if you did, yeah, it would have been fucking Grand Theft Auto right there, and you would have had people after you. And these are not the people you fuck with.
Release the Cath Hounds.
Oh, the plan has almost come together. It's very close.
Don't at me, I'm here on time.
You came as I was pressing the button, I'll have you know.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
she
did.
said.
Is it Matthew? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Don't
Smug
make him repeat
bastard.
himself.
Oh no, the plan is ruined. Shit.
Almost had it.
Poppycock.
Almost had it.
We tried.
So close.
It's Kale fucked it up.
Maybe next time.
God damn it, Kale.
It is exactly 8. Don't you ever rush me again.
No, Michael
Don't you
was
ever
almost
rush
the
me
last,
again.
and you goofed it.
You done goof, son.
Was this a plan that you'd communicated beforehand?
No, it was spontaneous.
Well,
Sometimes you have to look
Well,
funny.
Already done goofing?
Have I ever
No.
planned anything in my life, Tyler?
No.
Come on.
Are we done with the goofs?
No.
Can we be?
No, we're about to play Dungeons and Dragons. It's all goof.
We don't
Michael,
goof.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm only goofs.
That would explain.
we
why.
do a little goofing.
Matthew's actually the head of
If you're not
the
careful,
Goober
I'm
Club.
about to goof. Hey guys, hello.
Hello.
Guess fucking what?
Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, last time you guys fucking having cleared out essentially the Mind Flayer fortress. You managed to take their leader prisoner, and while tying him up, you guys checked his pockets and found one of the medallions for the particular school. Using it, you managed to open up the like a little doorway into that strange black obelisk thing, and after a little bit of exploration into there, you managed to find yourself the Mind Flayer tome that you guys were here for in the first place. You guys took a little bit of a long rest, and we pretty much left off with Gwydion having cast teleportation circle, and you guys going back to Stalinist. Whenever you guys get back, come back into existence, the circle has sent you into the center of this room, a circular room made of like these big like stone pillars along its sides and like ending in sharp spikes along the circumference. Right now, you guys are being surrounded by 4 drow guards that immediately upon your sudden appearance turn and point their spears towards you as if it was just second nature to them.
Looks like the web has found its prey.
They sort of like look at you, like one of them like has his mouth open as if he was going to say something, and then he just goes, wait, do you say it in common?
I only speak common.
Well, fuck off. They don't understand common. Immediately, the guy that looks like he's the most in charge here. Well, first off, they say something in a language I don't think any of you know.
Undercommon?
Undercommon?
God, no.
I
wait.
speak Undercommon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He opens his mouth and he says in Undercommon, I feel the vibrations in my bones.
Hello?
He
Hello?
feels vibrations in his bones.
Gwydion will like lean over to anyone in the party. He's like, "You're supposed to say it looks like the web has found its prey," or something, but in their language.
Yeah, I'll reply with the code phrase in
Alright,
Undercommon.
Didn't we do this at the end of last session?
No, we didn't.
No.
No.
We talked about it.
And you say it in Undercommon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's what he was
Immediate-
speaking, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Immediately in Undercommon, the most in charge looking one says, "Drop your weapon." Or sorry, he turns to the others. Yeah, drop your weapons, and everyone kind of lowers out there their spears. Welcome, guests of House Guard Avalon. Your friend awaits your return. She asked me to inform you that she will be waiting in the tavern where she bought you drinks.
Is this in common or undercommon?
Undercommon.
Undercommon?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I translate for the party. Something along the lines, the person you're doing work for wants to get you drunk.
Joey, more silk wine. Awesome.
Ooh, mine
I
favorite.
just hand them her now.
I'll reply to the guards too. Of course. When you lead the way, please.
Have we given Matthew too much power here?
Being the only one that can actually communicate in their native language that's not Elvish? Kind of.
Time we let Matthew back in, we give him too much power.
This is not wrong.
He immediately responds, "I am not to leave my post."
There's much wine to be had. That's a shame. All right, more for us. And I'll say in common to the rest of the group, I don't suppose you all know where to go.
No, we know. I'm just curious what to do with, well, him. And I gesture to our captured Duragar.
Just bring him with us, I
Do we-
guess.
What if we just hand them to the guards, maybe?
I put a pin in that. I have an idea. Our boat doesn't yet have a Duragar crewmate.
No.
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 If
No.
Actually,
I think
No.
now that you mention it.
I think it's
No.
very important that we have a multi-ethnic crew that represents different worldviews.
We
and
have a
having
damned
Duragar-
gift.
I think it's important.
I'm gonna
Yes.
be honest. I agree with Sen here. I don't
Lambert?
have a problem with that.
Lambert and Gwydion.
We have a damned Githyanki. We have a damned Illithid already. Do we really need a Duragar? You had a dwarf at one point, and you all lost him.
The whole
Yeah,
reason
we
we
can
captured
check
them was
it
to
off
help
our
with the
list.
war effort.
What's
If
Gwydion?
we just bring him to our ship and then don't worry about it.
Should have talked about it before we, came through the portal, because the initial plan was to hand them off to help with the war efforts, to help the Drow win
Well,
against these slaver folk.
then we can just have him answer their questions or whatever intelligence he needs to give them, and then we just say, all right, we're bringing him out of here. He's ours now.
What?
We have
Why?
8
I'm
hours
done.
before he becomes murderous in intent towards us. The spell I've cast will not last.
Yeah, but
Well,
think of it
I'm
this
not-
way. We can actually include it. I'm sure there's somewhere in the Cartography Guild a like a little bingo game, and the more races we have on our ship at one time, maybe they have a prize for the most diverse ship in the fleet.
Why?
As
why
much
don't
as
we
I
just-
lall bingo,
Why don't we just ask him what he?
Y'all
would prefer?
never played bingo? It's a simple game.
I'm not.
You each take a spider egg and you place it in a row, and the first person with the row of full spider eggs wins.
This is why Heinrich is the third mate. He shows initiative.
Lambert, you seem
stop
confused.
I'm not really into the bringing people into servitude thing. I'd rather just, do what we talked about before.
Well, I was struck by inspiration. I'm sorry.
Sorry, my brain broke for a brief moment there. No. For God's sakes, we're not going to sit here and debate multicultural ethics aboard a ship. The Duragar's a damned prisoner of war of the Underdark. It's not even our business.
He doesn't need to be part
Why
of
do
the
you want
Underdark
to adopt
anymore.
everything?
Look, we can pose the question very simply to him. Would you like a life of slavery under the Drow, or would you like to sail the high seas and get fed 3 times a day?
It's not, again, it's not slavery, it's trying to end a war because these people are putting people into screaming boxes to be tortured forever, and if, the sooner they get defeated, the better.
The Duergar in charge just sort of like looks at you awkwardly and in Undercommon.
Surrender?
Do you have any more business with the teleportation circle?
No. Oh, wait.
You
I
don't
speak.
understand.
In
What did he say?
Uncommon, yeah.
What did he say?
He's asking if you would like him to kill the Duergar.
No. You should just capture him. Just take him off our hands, please.
God damn it, Matt. I was putting my contact in, you bastard. Oh.
Excellent. We shall be on our way then. And we didn't...
Tell him to take the guy. Tell him he's a general or whatever, a high-ranking official.
Yeah, so I kind of like usher the Duergar towards the Drow individual, and then gesture for the rest of us to leave.
I sigh, and then say in Elvish, the Duergar is a high-profile prisoner of war. And I just start walking. And pray to God that they understand Elvish, at least.
He responds in Elvish. Okay.
Don't worry, he won't give you any trouble for at least another, 4 hours?
Yeah, 6.
6-ish hours.
By this time, you've probably already fucked entirely off.
Oh yeah, I'm saying that literally as I'm crossing the threshold of the door.
You do not hear their response, and some say that that's better.
Hold on.
Myself included.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Sen, I appreciate as a mutt of Elvish descent and human descent that you're so adamant about your inclusion. I appreciate that.
Would you like to join the crew, Ophio?
I'll need to see the terms.
I can have the bows and draw those up for you.
Why do we keep adopting people?
Because it's good to have a multi-ethnic crew so that when we come across someone who's different than us, we can still communicate with them.
Okay,
Precisely.
you're basing this entirely on...
Just because with the flick of my strings, I could speak literally any language ever, doesn't mean it's not useful to have people that natively speak those languages.
You know what? I think at this point I just decided to stop trying to even argue. Whatever.
I motioned to high five Lucian.
I'll simply attempt to fix it when, you bring in 2 warring races again, because that's just my lot in life.
Only happened once.
The fact that it happened once is still once too many.
Lambert, I'm curious. What races are humans not at war with?
Well, I mean,
let me think. We're at war with dwarves, giants, other humans. I'll tell you
Actually,
what.
on the human front, things are going relatively well recently.
I just want to say there is currently no war in the Esterisles, so all of that is bullshit.
That's mostly just skirmishes, honestly. And honestly, I don't care. It's not my lot. God's sakes, I'm a wandering monster slayer. What do I give a damn about politics?
The only war I know of is the war on drugs.
And the war on the Inquisition.
And how many I can make and take at the same time without dying.
And the drugs are winning.
Hey, that's my job.
Winning or the drugs?
Yes.
The drugs.
Right. Anyways, Heinrich, you said something about silk wine. It's been some time.
No.
Yeah. It's a very good delicacy. It really goes smoothly down your throat, like silk.
Lead the way.
Spiders.
All right, so you guys find your way towards the tavern that Tamana had taken you to buy you those drinks that she owed. When you get there, you see it's pretty much just as empty as it was before. And this time, decked out in more official-looking armor, you find your friend, Tamana Abalon, over at the same table that you guys sat at whenever you were together last. As soon as she sees you, she kind of perks up. Well, glad to see you back. I hoped she would have sent word ahead. Or, sorry, I did wrong section on my notes.
In case you didn't send word ahead of time.
Shut up. I'm glad you all returned given the situation. How'd it go? I assume well?
At first. And then it went completely not well. But we succeeded.
Well, I mean, I would say it went, like, really well, because we, like, wiped out that entire... And they're still killing each other, more likely than not.
Well, that's what happens when you unleash the pets.
You wiped out the entire fortress.
Virtually. I mean, there still might be a few Durga and demons still fighting it out for shits and giggles, but yeah, they're all basically cleared out.
Our ex-captain, Gwydion, he released the demons from the Duergar control, so they started killing each other, and then we just left after killing a bunch of them.
Interesting.
It was no small feat.
In that case, I suppose I should be able to get the matron to send some troops out that way to wipe out any stragglers and... You're really quite something, aren't you?
We are a multicultural, diverse group of adventurers.
Right. Who's the new guy?
Oh, this is Ophio. He's
yeah.
a beekeeper we ran into that we had to tag along because that's just what we do.
Kind of picked them up along the way.
Like
He
most of
may
our
be
crew.
joining the group.
Right. Very well then. Drinks are on me. Please, sit.
Hell yeah.
As she's saying this, Colin sort of like taps Lambert on the shoulder and like kind of like does the head thing, like, "Hey, come here."
Yeah, I thought I saw this coming. I nod and kind of give a polite bow and go off with Colin.
You guys just kind of leave the tavern, like just stand outside the door.
God damn it, Matthew. Not my type.
Not yet.
It's probably best you give me the tome for now. I have things here on the wall below to take care of, and it's only going to take me a day or so to finish reading it. I'll give you all time to rest to find your way out of here.
I feel like insight checking would be a dick move right now, but I also really want to.
Do what you want, man.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I got +2. I mean, worst that could happen is...
Do you have an inspiration from earlier or no?
I doubt it. Nah, okay, yeah, I believe him. It's like, I just...
Yeah, I mean, nothing suspicious.
Yeah, I just kind of nod. I mean, it's fair. I mean, this guy went through hell and high water with us, and fuck. He says he's going to return the book in a day from the same school. I have no reason not to trust this man, right?
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah.
It feels like you don't trust this man.
I personally don't. But that's what I get for playing all the Witcher video games. I don't trust any other Witchers. But no, I hand over the grimoire.
Good. Swing by my camp tomorrow about this time. Should be done by then.
Will do.
Oh, and I believe this is yours. And he hands over the
Leviathan?
Leviathan tome.
Right, gotta figure out how to get that back to the monster as well at some point, but yeah, I'll just take another trip, who knows, probably do me some good. Maybe they'll lose another dwarf.
Right. He just sort of walks off without really saying much of anything.
Yeah, I just returned to the table.
Already reading.
And so, I have a proposal. With Ophio joining the group, and Atero sadly isn't here, but that would make a grand total of 7 of us, and I propose that we change the name of our party to the Sensational 7.
Yes.
Well,
Did I literally
what was
just
our
come
group
back to
name
this
before?
conversation?
I mean, I don't
yeah.
have a problem with it. I don't think we had a real name before, so that's all right.
Damn it, Nathan.
You're too nice.
I like alliteration.
You could just not is the thing, but okay.
Well, okay. Are you going to smite me from above if we change this name, Michael?
We never had a name to begin with.
Never had a name.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do jack shit.
Alright.
I would sneer disappointingly.
You sneer disappointingly every time I DM you. So
You know, that's true.
Sad.
Heinrich, Gwydion, you haven't said anything.
Doesn't
I'm
make much of a
actually-
difference to me.
Well, I'm a little preoccupied. I apologize. I think I hear whispers from Nishar Earth telling me to learn some new magic.
And it sounds like the vote is unanimous.
Wait, Sen. I haven't heard the terms. What is this group about? So far, we've just broken in someplace and stolen something.
And
So,
maybe single-handedly won a war, but we'll get to that point
There
in
you
a
go.
minute.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You barely nicked them.
people offer us money to do jobs for them, and sometimes we accept them, and sometimes we don't. And we also kill serial killers.
we are explorers, cartographers. We make maps, but sometimes duty calls.
And we're true crime detectives. Other times we end up on the other side of the law, but that's just how it is
What's
sometimes.
true crime?
But does the group have overarching goals?
Make maps.
Have you been
Money.
reading?
Stop the
Novels?
world from ending. That one's a minor though.
Stop the world from ending. Yes.
Yeah.
okay. Very
Allegedly.
There's a prophecy or whatever that's coming to fruition, and that's why we have failed to stop it. But who knows what could come of that? Could all be bullshit
Oh, hire
Okay.
strangers into our crew from different ethnicities.
for some
See
reason.
how many times Lucien can die before he doesn't come back?
What are we up to now? 4?
I thought it was 3.
Might have been 3.
I can't remember.
That's not a
3.
good thing.
Chimera, Boulder.
Got torn in
Frostfire.
half.
Torn asunder.
Yeah, so 3.
So bare minimum, this is your 4th life.
A prophecy.
Oh yeah, to bring back the Elder God, Aroth, the Storming Seas. Nothing major, really. We can kind of brush over that. in
It
my
happens
opinion.
sometimes.
Certainly won't come up later.
We've all done it.
It's important that we stop that from happening while we're making maps. Because if the world ends, we can't make any more maps.
And what's the pay?
Often.
Well, whatever group of us go out on an adventure, we split it evenly every way.
Yeah, I mean, we find stuff, we sell it, we get money from that. We find thousands of gold just lying around.
That has actually happened.
That's happened a few times.
Yeah, it's happened more than once.
Speaking of gold, do you think we'll get paid for turning in that Dwergar commander?
I
I
hope
would
so.
appreciate it, because I am flat broke and you owe me money.
I feel you, money. We just like obliterated a Duergar fort. We should be owed some recompense. I feel.
Hold on just a moment. What did you say about the Duergar warlord?
We
You've been
captured
here the whole
one.
time?
We captured one and turned him into the guards on the other side of the portal. He's been pacified for the next few hours, so he won't be much of a problem once imprisoned.
Well, that will certainly make a difference.
Didn't seem like the most competent fellow, but I'm sure he knew some things.
When do you expect to be leaving?
I can leave at any time at this point, so...
Well, at least another day. Because we need to
Another
rest.
day.
I certainly would
Very-
appreciate it.
Conveniently, I could actually teleport again one more time. Something changed in me when I stepped through the portal before. I felt stronger.
That's weird. Why would you
Yes.
say that?
Gordon, what's on your arm?
Gordian looks at his arm.
Is that a bicep I see appearing?
It's not. Just a trick of the light. An illusion.
Maybe it's a tumor.
I go to squeeze it. Does
Yeah,
it feel
you're-
like there's anything there?
Your hand goes right through, and he is an illusionist.
His entire arm actually just goes quick, and then just rubber bounces back.
Well, if you intend on leaving tomorrow, there will probably be time for me to speak with the matron mother and see what she thinks is a reasonable reward for this service. Outside, of course, of what I was able to procure you earlier.
Of course. I forgot what she gave us, I'll be honest. I don't think we used it.
Like some healing potions.
Oh, okay.
Forever into the
Now-
stash.
Sen, I do feel like I've been wronged by this group slightly, and I do need your what was it, Gwydion, to make it up.
Sorry, in what way have you been wrong?
Before I can join the crew. You see, I had a very special pig that
You were
he
going to kill him.
made us leave before we could retrieve it, and now I'm without my pig, my precious Pete.
Don't
Yeah,
try
no.
to play both sides of this.
Next boss we fight is Super Pete.
And I do need him replaced before
Oh,
I can consider joining the crew. It doesn't need to be a pig, but something exceptionally rare would be most beneficial and better.
okay. So we don't need to spend a dozen or so days trekking back to get him.
That seems to be an inconvenience. No.
Would be. Okay, well, I'm glad that you find it. I'm glad that you're okay with the replacements. I can do that, I suppose. Do you want gold or like a magic item of some sort? I've got a lot of those.
It sounds like he wants
I-
another pet.
Actually, I have an idea about that.
Oh
We
no,
have a
Lambert.
manticore.
No, we're not doing that. That's a bad idea. No. And if he does decide to join us, he can consider it as something of a sign-on bonus.
A whole vat of pets?
No,
Oh
how
my
much of
God,
those? How much of that
oh.
damn magic rock do we have left?
We do have
Magic
some-
rock?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Probably a bit.
There's like more than 20 pounds, I think. I don't remember.
I believe nobody wrote down the physical amount, so it's been in limbo, and the video cut off, so we don't know.
That's not true. I wrote down the physical amount.
Well,
like, 3
okay,
weeks into
Ophio.
making random shit.
How much-
Ophio, as far as random rare stuff goes, I've got this magic conch. I've got this wind fan, also magical. Let's see. Do you like spells? Are you a spell person? I can't really tell.
Wait,
I saw you cast some spells.
The items are interesting, but I need something with meat as a gift, and I hold you responsible personally, Gwydion. I feel like you need to replace it.
That's fine. I can do that.
That's a
Being
shame.
very
I do have this
cryptic,
one-of-a-kind
but I
item
can give
that
you.
has no other duplicate, and no other version of it exists.
A
Does it
pig.
have meat?
Yeah, it was crafted by one of our crewmates.
Honestly, I do not remember
Oh,
which
shit.
item.
I still have the damn shatter bow.
Oh, the shatter bow that exists.
Um,
Never used that even once.
It's because I got shit
Uh-huh.
decks. It's like if I'm gonna do stuff, I can just hurl a spell instead.
Matthew's really trying hard to not say just yes immediately to some bullshit like that.
Look,
Lambert, I appreciate the mundane items, and they would make a great gift as well, but it does need to have meat is very important. As
It shoots rats.
he wants a pet.
I mean, technically,
that
it'll shoot
is-
just about anything you put into it from the looks of the damn thing. I've never really used it.
Alright. I will look for you a pet when I have the opportunity. Whether it's here, in Stallmist, or above the surface. I will look. I can go a lot of places now. So I can search pretty far and pretty wide.
I mean, we can
and
always...
it'll be of the same or preferably higher quality for the inconvenience as Pete was.
You just want to eat it.
I tell you what, we'll introduce him to Zara.
I do not want no such thing to eat it. I will not be consuming this meat gift.
If you keep calling it meat, I'm just going to assume that's like a term of endearment that I'm not aware of. But anyways,
Claim to be a
I'll-
culturally diverse group. We can discuss it later if you
You
wish.
should show
I made no such
Ophio
claim.
some more respect, Gwydion.
Should
What?
we?
I'm not being disrespectful.
Have you once properly used the correct title to address Ophio?
Ophio?
Ophio? What's his name?
That's what he's called by.
But, Sen, I'm unsure what you're going for.
The correct title for Ophio is His Grand Slinkiness.
Oh,
What?
now that's insensitive.
I think
That's-
that's far more.
That's
Quite an
racist.
insult, really.
Yeah, Sen, you preach diversity and then you're racist? What?
I guess someone in
I
this
have
group
no
has to
clue
be.
what any of you are talking about. I think
I'm-
we should move on.
I may have misjudged you, Sen. I'm stuck in this skin. Yes, I do shed it, but I cannot change it on a whim, and I'm going to be like this for my life.
I mean, nobody can just change
You-
their skin on a whim.
You wouldn't.
nothing wrong with that.
You wouldn't know how it feels to be non-humanoid-esque.
Actually, I would, but not in the way you're thinking.
I
Weird.
was speaking about Sen, Lambert. You seem to just be a grouch.
I'm a lot of things, and a lot of it I don't even know myself, and that bothers me immensely.
I mean, it looks like your friend does the same thing, because he started beating the shit out of me there.
Okay, I don't know
Our
what the
grudge
hell he
fairly
is.
Green.
Yes, it seems that the terms seem to be agreeable. I will join you.
Oh, cool. Another member.
Fantastic. When we get to the
Excellent.
ship, we'll introduce Ophio to Zara, and they can work out the terms as a gift. Don't worry, Ophio, you'll like Zara. He's talkative.
He also likes meat.
Right, and this Zara is who?
Manticore.
Yeah, I'm Manticore.
I don't know if you know what that is, but
Do I know what a manticore is?
That's a good question.
Roll
I enjoy the idea of it being a surprise.
intelligence check.
Okay.
No.
It's a surprise.
you'll find out when you see him.
that's fine.
Well, I think it's time for all of us to go to bed.
Sure, I like rolling dice.
Alright, so you spend a while talking and drinking and stuff. Eventually, you find, Tamana hooks you up with some beds. You guys get a long rest out of it. Feel much, much better. Now, it is a little bit longer before Colin can get done with reading the book. Takes 24 hours to do, so actually he's just powering through from that moment. I assume that at least Lambert is going to go retrieve that.
Oh, yes.
Lambert, would you like me to go with you?
Odd
Even
request.
if I stay at a distance?
I
have a bad feeling.
Okay. I question, but sure. I don't think it odd at all that you just want to randomly tag along as I go retrieve a very secret fucking grimoire that does not belong in the hands of anybody outside the schools of Monster Slayers. Sure, why not? That doesn't sound odd at all.
I don't plan
No.
on looking at it or reading it.
I'm not sure you could.
Is it not uncommon?
It's in a lot of things.
Well, I probably couldn't read it then.
Let me put it this way, it's a headache to get through one of the damn things.
I don't speak a lot of things.
There's a reason why Lambert speaks so many languages, because all the grimoires are written in 5 of them.
And like some of them are like coded and shit.
And yeah.
In any case, if you're planning on tagging along, you can choose to do so secretly or not. Colin's in the same place that he was before, just camping outside the city. Interesting. You actually walk up to him sort of like already having sort of like, finished the book. It's like sat beside him. He's just kind of like staring into the fire. Notice is, you walk up, you're not very stealthy with that armor.
Actually, I'm stupidly stealthy, I just don't choose to be.
That's fair. In any case, he turns to you, kind of grabs the book. Yeah. Should find it interesting.
Oh, the last one certainly was. Colin, I've been meaning to ask, and it's been on my mind frequently now. The reason we could assume the shape of a beast, why is that? I seem to have missed that lecture.
Right.
You gotta roll for it, that's scary.
Don't worry about it.
Keep telling me that.
I can do that too.
I'm not quite sure myself. I am looking into it, though.
Fantastic. We should have
Part
keep.
way why I'm after these in the first place. He kind of like tosses the book towards you.
Well, if you learn anything, keep me apprised. It's a little disturbing that at any time I may just turn on my own party and attempt to maul them, or worse.
Sort of the reason why I've been looking after these books in the first place was first time it happened to me. Figured it had happened before at some point. People down at the Anticore school didn't really talk about it that much.
Interesting. Huh. It has something to do with the fact every grimoire we've gotten our hands on has ripped out pages.
Has it?
Well, so far, I haven't gone through this one yet, but every single one I've come across, the dragon, Leviathan itself, and of course even our own Manticore, every single one, last couple of pages have always been missing.
Intentionally trying to be deceptive because the dragon and Leviathan schools both had pages in the back.
But they still had some that were missing.
Not really.
Really?
Not the same page. Not the same pages.
Well, not the same pages, but like enough to where you can't get the whole picture without apparently the whole set.
Sounds like Kyle needs to roll an insight check.
The only ones that like they're like parts redacted and like there are like pages that you think should be there but like aren't for whatever reason, and then like there's like continued notes like on like the next page and things like that. The ripped out pages where it you can still see the paper and the spine of the book itself, where it wasn't like physically removed from the spine, rather was the Manticore School and the Revenant School.
Interesting.
And for the Leviathan and Dragon schools, both of them seem to allude to some sort of ritual.
Another spiraling codex. Weird. Well, either way. Answers will come in time. Because that's what the Masters always said. What are you going to do now?
Well, according to that tome you gave me to read the other day, seems like there's a tome in the Astral Sea and the Great Wheel. I'm just about fucking done with planar travel. As I said, I have things to take care of here. Ship west, across the shaded sea, waiting for me and the like. I don't know after that. You?
Well, assuming my current occupation doesn't kill me. I don't know. Oh, maybe I'll even go back to the monastery myself and try my hand at guiding the next generation.
Killing them.
I mean, I can't be any worse than Varkas, damn wood elf bastard.
I suppose not.
Anyway, may fortune find you on your path, brother.
You as well. He like kind of stomps out the fire and like starts to pack up his shit.
Alright, I nod and start wandering off. I'm assuming at some point Sen, because like she usually would have something to say, will just pop up right next to me at some point.
Hold on. I'm writing out a message to her right now.
Don't be afraid, Lambert.
Well,
That was a good one.
Yeah, damn.
all right. I assume that you're not saying anything then.
I'm messaging you.
You're not going to be able to get that off. Is the problem?
No.
Just
Mhm.
cast Fireball.
The major solution to everything.
Oh.
Cast Fireball.
That was not a good
Ooh.
one.
Yeah, I don't think 19 damage is enough to kill either of them.
What?
Unless you're like double vulnerable to fire damage, but I don't think you are.
I don't think you can be.
No.
You can be.
You can be. Potentially.
Yeah, you could do Path to the Grave Clerics thing, which makes you.
That just makes you vulnerable to all the types of damage. That doesn't.
And can you get fire vulnerability as well? Doesn't one of the investiture spells or something do that?
The best that you could probably do is cast Elemental Bane before it, and it'll make it deal an extra 2d6 damage,
There it is.
which is like an extra 46 damage. But you know,
Yeah. Nathan's typing to Legion. We're just waiting for that.
No, I was waiting for you. I was out. No, we're all good. I'm gonna cast Sending to Lambert.
he's walking towards you presently.
Actually,
I'm
I'm
invisible.
walking back to town presently. I just assumed she's gonna come up at some point.
No, I'll just cast Sending to him.
Okay.
I'm
And
literally
I'll
right
just-
there. What the hell?
I'm so sorry. Not sending message. I'll just cast message and be
Just-
like, I'm right behind you.
Okay. Sure.
And then I become visible because I cast message.
Like, she's literally right the fuck next to you.
Ah!
Like,
God
you
damn it, son.
you hear a little whisper in your head, and then like the spell ends, and like,
It's like that scene from The Office.
uh,
I don't know what the office is, but so did you notice that face that he made when you talked about the Mantis Core School?
the Mantis Core.
Honestly, you laughed at the fact I brought up Vakis, so frankly, that was a pass for me anyway. Why would you catch?
I don't know. It seems like he made some sort of strange face.
Which half?
The
Which
one that
half?
the half that can move.
The bottom half of the face. I don't know.
About to say, he only has half a face.
Well, yeah. I don't know. There's something he's not telling us, and I didn't want to do anything without you being aware.
Sen, to be fair, there's a lot I'm not telling you. Or any of you. That's kind of
Well-
just how we are. That's not exactly abnormal.
Well, here's the thing. We all trust you, and I don't think any of us trust him.
To be fair, I don't think many of you trusted me to begin with. It just took time. Maybe that's all it takes for Colin. Or maybe he secretly has some dark desire just to destroy the remaining schools. I don't know. My people are strange. We don't exactly give good impressions.
If you distract him for 1 minute, I could find out exactly what it is he intends to do.
I'm hesitant, but curious enough to ask, how do you intend to go about that?
I cast Prestidigitation and I go magic. And I make sparkles appear.
I continue on my way to town. But say, you're not gonna give me a straight answer? Not gonna happen, bro.
Magic.
Magic. Yep, nope, gone.
You all meet up at the preordained location for which Gwydion may cast the teleportation circle it requires to go home. I assume if there's more talking to be done here, now is the time.
Is everyone seen enough of Stallmist? Ready to go back home?
Wait, did we get paid yet?
We haven't gotten paid yet.
So we have to wait until we get paid.
Tamana runs up to where you guys were. Oh, good. Oh, I caught you in time. Wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, well, here, gifts for you from the matron mother, and she pulls out. How many of you are there? There are 6 of you. I'm good at this. She pulls out these 6 bracelets. They're like these, almost like a white silver, sort of color, like kind of like a longer like bracer kind of thing. And like on the back of it, there's this what's it called? It's like an embossed
Emblem.
symbol of Nisharur.
Engraving?
It's not an engraving. It's the other way around.
Embossed, yeah.
Yeah, I said the right word that time. It took me a minute. It has essentially it has this big spider on the back of it. Pulls out 6 of them, hands 1 to each of you. These designate you as friends of Stallmist and its people. Also worth a pretty penny if that's more your speed.
I hope none of you sell it.
We greatly appreciate your gifts, and thank you.
It's no trouble at all, really. One fortress isn't enough to win us the war, but at the very least, having a prisoner of such repute will be very valuable, to say the least.
Happy to help.
Good luck to all of you in your future endeavors. Next time you're in town, just let me know.
Yeah, we will.
It's quite a ways away, but well, if we are allowed to teleport, then we shall.
It's a normal bracelet.
Yeah, it's probably legit just a fancy bracer.
I will wear it with pride.
I mean, Sal Lambert's gonna wear his. Screw it. Like,
I'll wear mine.
Say it's mundane, but it looks very valuable.
I'm too sentimental to sell this.
Well, that's your problem.
Yes, it is.
I
very-
found it
How much
very-
gold, Michael?
I find it very serendipitous that the day after we come up with the group name, we also all get a piece of matching uniform.
Is there like any commoners around?
Where you're at, I mean, you're probably close to the temple. I would say no.
Or like just people in general, locals?
I mean, you could probably find a low-ranking priest.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah.
I know exactly what you're going to do.
I'd like to strike up a conversation real quick.
Your hand is fading.
I'm going to cast Inspiration on Ophio.
Oh God. Okay. You walk up to this drow woman. She's a little short for a drow. You probably place her at maybe 16, 17. Well, I mean, I guess she's an elf, so I don't know, 80, 87. Find this 87-year-old drow woman. She's wearing
Time of her life.
the priest vestiges, but like they're black and like they have like spiders and shit on them, like real ones. Those what spiders do.
Excuse me, miss. I've recently acquired something you may be of interest. Would you like to purchase this from me?
She takes a look at it and she just like rolls up her sleeve. She's got 2 of them on.
You could always use a spare.
No. Afraid not, friend.
I see. Well, thank you for your time. I
Michael.
think like right around when Sen is talking about like the bracelets, he's like coming back to the group and kind of looking dejected, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, fine."
Like as soon as you walk away, she like she doesn't like sprint or anything, but she like very quickly walks like as far into the temple and away from you as possible.
It's fine.
Gold pieces. How many?
You don't know.
I don't know.
They look very well made. There's a ruby where the symbol is.
Sen, I hope it doesn't offend you if I don't wear it. I'm not much one for politics.
I'm going to be honest, I thought you were going to get us a crew member.
Not
Are
to be
we
political.
in need of more crew? What happened to the old crew you had?
Nothing, they're fine.
We've
not-
never had a crew member die.
We've never had a crew member die, actually. I don't know how that's possible, but it hasn't happened yet.
No, you just misplaced one.
Did we? Oh,
No.
well, she does not count. She's not a crew member anymore.
Okay,
No,
let
I
me rephrase that. You
he's talking
misplaced
about-
two.
He wasn't a crew member. He just was. You were showing him around.
No,
Yeah,
I got...
him.
He was an honorary member.
He's a free man. He can do what he wants.
Yeah, like
No.
fly through the air.
I don't know about that part, brother.
Much like a weak link of a chain, she was expunged from the knot, and I don't know where that slippery worm went off to, but we'll find him eventually.
Oh my god.
What was that name again?
Liliana
I know a Liliana.
is it what is your Liliana?
A woman?
Oh,
What
that
kind
really
of
narrows
woman?
it down.
Would be very
She's-
odd. if
Does
it
she
was a
have
man.
2 legs or 1?
She had two.
Oh, this is our Liliana.
No, that's not what that means at all.
Wow.
Can you tell us about her? What exactly happened?
She's a healer in my village.
So that is not our Liliana.
Is she
She's
from
a-
the surface?
Murderer. Murderer.
Well, yes, I am from the surface. My kin lives mostly on the surface. Can't be the same, can they?
No, they can't be.
I guess there's one way to find out. I'm gonna cast Scrying on Liliana, Legion.
Oh, fuck my ass, man.
You know the spells I took. Aren't you prepared for me to look at literally anyone we've ever met ever?
At any point in time, on a
Yeah.
whim.
Fucking absolutely.
Michael
What do you take
planned
me for?
using scrying right now at this very
Yeah. I would say that you are familiar with this person.
Does anybody have the bow that she had?
No, because she still has it.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we got it off of her or not.
I mean, I think I saw some of that
Hard-
bee
it
left
was-
we made
it
a
was,
lot out
it was
of.
hard to get it off of her when you guys knocked her off a bridge and didn't follow after her
It-
to
it
get shit off
followed-
of her.
That sounded like
tell you
work,
right
though.
now,
All right.
was
Okay.
I was going to follow after her, but I DM'd Michael, and Michael was like,
so
"Nah,
interesting.
don't do that." And I was like, "All right, I won't do it." So I didn't do it.
If only you would have done that at a later point.
Also, I could draw a picture of her if you want me to.
It's too late. The
Nah,
spell has been cast.
too late.
She rolled the saving throw. She absolutely fucking failed. So you cast the spell, and like your vision is like taken away from the Underdark, and you can like almost see the world like sort of like you can almost like your vision like exits your body and like quickly extends up to the surface. Right now, you can kind of make out like the outlines of maybe like some sort of training room or something. Like she's interacting with like a dummy that you would kind of use for like
Yeah,
martial
she's-
training.
It's pointless.
She's still wearing a majority of that bee armor, but it seems that there's been some new additions, more traditional Inquisition attire. And based on what she's saying, it seems that she's in the process of training new recruits.
This is it.
Yeah, I mean, it only lasts
10 minutes.
a few seconds, or yeah, I guess up to 10 minutes. I mean, yeah, you don't really.
Nope, totally fine.
She's like right in the middle of it.
The eyes roll back to the front of my face. Well, it appears that she's just training.
Training for what?
Training
It
with
looks-
who?
It looked like she was training newer members. Funny enough, she's still wearing the bee armor that was made for her.
This doesn't sound like the Leliana I know. She's never helped anyone in her life, even as a healer.
Oh. Well, this seems like something that we should put a pin in for another time. Gwydion, is that circle ready?
I'm just standing here. It only lasts 6 seconds, so give me a minute and I'll make it.
Is everybody ready?
I mean, yes. Are we not?
Where are we going?
I know I probably should have mentioned. I just want to buy like maybe 1 or 2 bottles of the silk wine, just to take with me.
Oh, absolutely. That'll probably run you. Let's just say 1 gold for 3 bottles.
Heinrich,
Sweet.
can you also pick me up some for the crew?
It's not
Sure.
very expensive.
I'm gonna give you 17 gold pieces to get 17
Jesus
bottles.
Christ.
How much do you think I can carry?
Don't we have bags of holding for this? Wait, aren't they full of crap?
No, you have 1 bag of holding that Sen has.
Oh, right.
Look, ask them for some, I don't know, some hemp bags or something.
All right, so 17 gold. I'll chip in 3 of my own. Just to make
Okay,
it around even over
that's
60
60 bottles of silk wine. Jesus Christ.
Maybe take
But-
Lucian with you.
Around the time that Gwydion is done finishing up the circle, Heinrich comes in with like a backpack, just like tied together bottles, just using like a shit ton of rope.
Oh, what a happy day! Look what I got! Look what I got!
Like, it'll just barely fit into the circle. It's some bullshit.
It's some bullshit.
You asked where we're going, Ophio, and the answer is to our resplendent mansion on the surface.
And we're to get you a new meat pet.
I mean, you don't know that spell.
And by we, I mean Gwydion.
Yes, I do.
Yes, and what is the name of the city? I'm assuming, or ship?
'Tis a city, and that's a good question. Tortana.
Yes. The city of Tortana on the island of Kara.
It was named after an ancient turtle.
It was not.
Nope.
I'm lying to him explicitly.
I don't care.
Excellent. A foreign country will have exquisite meat pets.
Nope.
I'm sure it will.
So, Ophio, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to look very different from everybody else in the city.
So Ophio's like mostly human looking. He's a pureblood, right? He's got scales that go up his back and along the side of his neck. The token I made isn't quite.
I was gonna
Yeah,
Yeah,
say.
he's not
Right?
like
Oh,
he's not
I'm
an
gonna,
actual snake man. He's just
I'm-
a man who has.
I'm
snake.
gonna be
reading
honest.
it wrong.
I straight up thought you were a snake person.
Yeah, no. So he's a snake person. He's got like a hover hood that can come out, but most of the time it's just folded in.
He's a snake-like person.
He has 2 legs. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
No,
two
like,
He's
legs.
snake-like,
No
like
tail.
Lucian
What
is giant-like.
What are the
Yeah.
snake creatures in XCOM? That's literally what I've been picturing Ophio as.
God.
Well, it's actually funny because he's more like a thin man, which are those aliens.
Yeah, he's lightweight human with scales on his back and chest.
So, if people give you strange looks, there is a common culture in where we're from of if people are treating you oddly, you just throw money at them and then they are nice to you.
Sen,
don't
I
think-
appreciate it, but you're full of shit.
Finally, someone said it.
Hold on.
I don't know
We
what
can
you're
learn that
talking
one.
about.
So
I mean,
Gwydion,
just because you're good at lying doesn't mean he believes you.
I think he
What
has
do
to
you
roll
know?
an insight.
No, he doesn't.
player versus player deception doesn't exist. Gwydion starts laying out the teleportation circle with the chalk, laying out all the components, and he just cuts a hole in space, not time, and opens it up to the manor. And he's gonna step through. You have 6 seconds.
All right. Whenever you walk through, Heinrich, as you're like entering the house, you hear like a little splash. It seems that one of the bottles of the silk wine have been like kind of cut in half.
No.
Oh, what? No.
So you now have
Oh.
59 bottles of silk wine.
Jesus.
I know that's a little mean. I thought it would be more funny than it was mean.
Oh, he
in
got
any case,
wine on the carpet. Oh.
there's no carpet here. Yeah,
What carpet are you talking about? This is
There's
oak.
only, there's
It's
only
oak.
one fucking rug in this entire thing, and it's new. I actually did some updates since you guys were here last,
Oh,
based on
great.
some of the things that you guys had wanted to add, like
Thank you, Michael.
Heinrich's little webs and
Yes.
statue of a spider over here. Gwydion, Sen got you a new rug.
Yeah.
So
Now it's covered in
Gwydion-
wine.
Gwydion, no, the rug's not covered in wine. I got you a little gift. If we could see the house, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that's probably true. Anyway, whenever you arrive at the house, you find that despite your absence, the place is lit up and seemingly well kept.
We did give jobs to those people, so
No, you did not.
didn't. I thought we.
No, you just left.
We offered.
And that's really weird.
I like how Heinrich Room actually has spider webs in it. That's awesome.
No, we straight
Yep.
up did offer them jobs. You made it sound like none of them were interested and they were going to leave.
That may be what happened. They might have just left. I think they just left. The point is, this is weird, and the house is well kept for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, taking a look about the place, you kind of figure out why pretty fast. Walking into the lounge, like directly, like it's just the next door over, you find Charlotte dusting the place. When you guys walk into the room, she looks up towards the balcony that you guys are on. Oh, you're back! Well, since you left so suddenly, you kind of just left me here. So I took it upon myself to clean up a bit.
Oh shit, we should pay you then.
How long have you been here, Charlotte?
Oh, that's a couple weeks now.
Okay.
No, you don't have to worry about it. Miss Avara had some money sent to all of us. And not to last us for I've got a few more days worth. I just wanted to do something to thank you for saving us.
I appreciate it. If you'd like to stay here, we could pay you a silver a day to keep up the house.
That feels pretty cheap. I don't know going rates, but that feels a little cheap to me.
I'm pretty sure that's really good, actually.
It's not.
It's not.
Oh, I was just
Hold
going
on.
off the top of my head.
I mean, we can
Isn't-
retcon that you're not a cheapskate.
I was
If
trying to be
Normal-
pretty
that's
simple.
what you would, if that's what you want. I have the PHP pulled up. Hold on just a sec. So just, lifestyle expenses, just lifestyle expenses. 1 silver piece will pay for a squalid lifestyle.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's not. No.
Okay.
We like a squalid lifestyle for our workers. It's good.
Nope, not what I was going for.
And would you like her to live poorly, modestly, or comfortably, or I guess wealthy or aristocratically?
I would
I'm
like her
going-
to live wealthy, personally.
I'm going
Comfortably.
for
well,
comfort.
I'm gonna
Uh,
say comfortable. We don't want to give her like too many ideas that she can just like.
Comfortably
Everyone.
is 2 gold a day.
What's wealthy?
Wealthy's 4 gold a day.
All right. Well, if we only want her to be comfortable, then I will pay the extra 2 gold a day myself.
You don't have money.
I have 1,700 gold right now. We
Wait.
don't know how much I owe you because every time I ask you, you're just like, I don't know, and Michael's like, and I'm like, okay.
That's true.
That's true.
I can literally
Wow.
just tell you what was the spell? 3rd level or what?
5th level.
5th level. Oh shit.
Oh, I like
It's-
that.
2,000. It's 2,000.
1,000? Okay, I almost have enough money for that. We're almost there.
You'll get it back probably.
I pay my workers good, so fuck all you
well.
cheapskates.
Superman pays his workers good.
Yeah.
Superman pays
You
people?
pay them well. Well, joke. Anyway,
I thought it too.
I have to every single time. So, comfortably then, is
Yeah,
what
sure.
we're going for. At least until someone is out of debt. Oh, well, if you need someone to dust around and keep the house while you're away, I certainly think I can manage that. I'm not much for cooking, but I can probably handle that too.
Sure, we have cookbooks somewhere around here that could help brush up on your skills with.
I think
Oh.
we have no books around here.
Do
but I
any
can.
of us know how to cook?
Hmm,
Dakar makes a mean stew.
Okay.
I grilled a fish once.
Wasn't very good.
I mean, I have magic. Why do I have to know how to cook?
Well, you have a spell that makes anything taste good, so
Theo, do you know how to cook?
We could.
Yes, I am an excellent chef.
You're an excellent
Oh.
chef. Okay, well.
That's good to know.
well, in that case, I'll finish up here. Thank you. You've also had some post delivered. Not much, but I left what there was on the dining room table.
Mail. I love mail.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Oh, it's no problem at all. She goes back to dusting.
So I'm gonna pay her 20 gold, which is good for the next 10 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, hold on, Charlotte. You didn't dust Heinrich's room, did you?
I hope not.
Enough.
Michael?
I keep going there every single day, and I do what I can, but every time I go in there, there's more spider webs. It's the strangest thing.
He's the spider guy.
Please.
You know how it is.
Don't
Oh.
even worry about yourself with it. You can just leave my room alone with the spider webs.
Very well then. I didn't want you to think I was doing poorly on the job, I guess. Very well. I will. I'll leave that alone.
Do you plan to head out to the market sometime today or tomorrow?
But me?
Yes. Also, everything moved in the house. Okay, it's fine.
We don't need to talk about it.
Oh, the rug.
Well, if you do, if you could go to a furniture store and get us another lounge chair.
Very well. Of course. That's. Yes.
I mean, we have a new member of the party, and we have a lounge area that has exactly enough seats.
Well, that seems almost intentional.
Oh, have you seen a Tearoa around at all?
Strangely enough, no. What the fuck am I? I just woke up before the session, so like my entire shit is fucked.
Yeah, you seem flustered.
Maybe he got his soul.
He's not around.
He's not here.
I'm gonna cast Sending to a Tearoa.
Crazy.
Hello. We just got back from an adventure. We are at the mansion. We have a new member and are now called the Sensational Seven. And I end the message after that.
You don't get a response.
What time is it?
Like maybe 4-ish.
Okay, he's probably sleeping. I'm not worried.
I think he's dead.
The spell didn't fail though. It just you didn't get a response.
That's fine.
Now when you get to the dining room table, you do find a handful of letters. Some of them don't amount to much, some tax-related stuff that we won't get into because that's boring as shit. But more importantly, you do have a few letters that interest you greatly. First, there's a letter from Gorthak addressed to Lucian. The second is a letter bearing the seal of the Doge, addressed to the residents of the house. That means you. The third is addressed to Gwydion from one Sir Herbert Elroy III. And the last is a letter with what is essentially a stamped-on symbol of the Inquisition.
Oh, yay.
Fuck. All right, so good, bad, or good, debatable, good, bad.
Oh,
Good, debatable,
weird.
good, bad. That's the way I live my life.
Head ledger, if you'd just like to start from the top.
Who's the head ledger?
I'm looking
Is
at
it
you.
me? Yeah, that makes sense.
Your room is the study.
Gwydion will start reading the letters in the order that they were given. Actually,
Okay.
You're
They
not
might
It's a
be
little
private.
weird that you're reading people's mail, but
it might be
okay.
private. So addressed to Lucian, addressed to us, addressed to
I'm
me,
taking my letter for myself.
and
Okay.
addressed to
Now,
all of us, presumably.
How
Should
about
I
we
start
do
with the
this?
Inquisition one?
How about God reads you the letters?
That works.
How about?
Let's. I feel
In the
like we
order.
should, I feel like we should start with the Inquisition one and get it out of the way.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. You open up
Oh,
this.
Wait, no, I don't.
Okay.
I want
Fuck
to
off.
cast Detect Magic and make sure none of these are magical.
None of them are magical.
Okay, they might not be trapped.
Okay.
Are
So
you
far
typing
that.
envelope?
So far so good.
Lambert, can you
Just
check
filled
for
with
traps?
anthrax.
Like I'm worried about
Anthrax.
magical anthrax.
Not magic.
Can
No, you
anyone
open up
check
the
for traps?
Inquisition letter cautiously. I did put that in the notes specifically.
Away from my face.
Interestingly enough, what I have in my notes is you open up the Inquisition letter cautiously as if it were filled with some sort of gaseous poison.
Yes, that's what I'm worried about.
I knew what was happening, man. Only to find it more of just a general notice. It reads, residents of Tortana, due to the influx of vampiric assaults within the last few weeks, we request you comply with the following request. Do not go out unnecessarily during nighttime hours. Do not invite strangers into your home under any circumstances. If you find yourself being followed at night, jump into the nearest canal and remain there until you are sure you are no longer being followed, or until the sun has begun to rise. Acting thusly will reduce your likelihood of being targeted or killed by these hellish creatures. We ask above all else not to panic. Dealing with these vampires is our top priority here in Tortana. We will not rest until they have all been dealt with. If you have any information, please inform the nearest Inquisitor or report directly to Overseer Tandor Vaughn at the local Inquisition headquarters aboard the Smiting Blade.
I guess the Inquisition will be useful for a while.
These vampires are becoming a real problem then.
Seems to be.
Well, are they actually a problem, or
But
is
they
the
kill people.
Inquisition- Well, is the Inquisition just using the fear of vampires as a way of controlling more?
We can say both.
Maybe both. Maybe. Perhaps.
So we don't have to discuss this now. I'm still thinking on it, but we could find a way to use this to our advantage.
How so? I mean, we'll discuss it later. But
Were you about to suggest allying with the vampires and bringing them on our ship? Because I'm going to shut that down.
Absolutely not.
Would that even be allowed? Like if they're
God,
afraid of water? No, I'm just
Please,
saying
those
if
off.
they're afraid of water, would they be allowed on a boat that primarily finds its time always in water?
I
Well,
don't think we know that, to be honest.
I don't think salt water affects them. I think it has to be fresh water, and I'm not joking.
I do not believe that we.
You have
this
never
knowledge.
seen any
Well-
water-based thing happen to vampires.
The letter just said jump in a canal if you see a vampire, so we can infer.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
you can at least
Lambert-
infer something watery. Something watery.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lambert fought that one vampire with holy water too, in his
What?
awesome 1-2-3 combo.
I believe
No,
all
he used to
that
say-
happened was someone fucking just stabbed that guy.
That's what
Yeah.
happened.
Oh yeah, that
In the
first
heart.
one we fought, yeah, where we just said fuck it, disabled him, and then staked his ass.
Alright, well, anyways, now there's a letter from the Doge to presumably all of us, so let's open that one up.
All right. To the residents of 539 Barron Street.
That's us.
I'm sure. Yeah, it is you. I'm sure you all know there's been a great many things happening within the Isles as of late. I'd like a meeting with you all to discuss some of the events and a potential future for our working relationship. Please schedule a meeting with my help at your earliest convenience. Signed, Mateo Rivera, Doge of the Merchant Republic of Kara and High Prince of Tortana.
Oh, what a nice young man.
Well, we need to do that then.
Yeah, we do.
Alright. I can get on that, I suppose. Or maybe Sent should. I think you are in better terms with the Doge than I am. Well, we're all on good terms, but I mean, you seem to have talked to him the most. Anyways, if that's all, I'm going to go back to the study, work on some things.
All right. I'll read the rest of these letters to the individuals that they were sent to. I'm just going to start with Gorthax because it's the first one I have open in my notes. So as you guys are sort of like separating and getting kind of back into the house for a little bit of relaxation time, Gorthax, or not, fucking Lucian pops open the letter. This is very like hastily scrawled. It like is almost on like a back of a napkin kind of a situation. It just reads, "Hey, I was hoping I would catch you at the guild hall, but they tell me you've gone and got yourself a new place to stay? Question mark. That Bertrand fella says he'll pass along a letter for me, so you'll have to forgive me for being so formal. Anyway, you should come and see me sometime."
All right, I'm gonna go see Gorthok then.
All right,
That's
you
nice.
you walk out the door and start going that way. While you're doing that, Gwydion finally gets up to his study, opens the letter from Elroy. "Gwydion, my boy, I just came upon the realization that you were a new homeowner. Congratulations, and well deserved. We should definitely break it in with some jolly good fun in due time. More to the point, however, I have recently developed a means by which I believe I could assist you in your quest to recover your memory. More specifically, you didn't seem to know much about your time as an abjurer, and I believe there's a real chance this new spell may jog your memory somewhat. Regardless, I hope to hear from you soon. Your friend and mentor, Sir Herbert Elroy III, the finest battle mage in all the Esterisles."
Grand
Very
Dory, that's how you
fancily
know it's
scrawled.
him. I'll get on that eventually. Okay. Maybe today? I don't know. Don't really have much else to do. Sam,
I mean,
do you know when you're going to schedule that meeting with the Doge?
At the last possible moment.
Works for me.
We all go.
What was that?
It'd make me feel better if all of us went.
I think we are all supposed to go. Need to talk to Ophir about it. I don't think he's aware of our obligations to the Doge. We need to familiarize him with this whole area, I suppose. Show him around, maybe? I can
think
help with
that'd
that.
be a great idea, and the market should have some sort of livestock you could buy him.
Yes. I have a training regiment I need to go to for today, but on the way back I will peruse and look for a meat gift, as I'm supposed to do.
Well, it seems that a few of you are leaving the house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this bit of my notes that I've labeled "leaving the house."
Of course.
Uh-oh.
That's where the trap is sprung.
Oh yes. No. So you guys, a bunch of you start leaving your home, 539 Barron Street. I just do that every single time, and begin walking out into the city of Tortana. Along your various journeys, however, you are immediately taken aback by the Inquisition presence along the populated streets. Like just on Barron Street alone, major intersections have an outpost at the corner where a couple of Inquisitors are sat, watching out for suspicious activity, and you can see that like the nearby streets formed around the canals are no better, with like little like gondolas with Inquisitors on them, sort of like, you know, doing the hand test on passersby. Eventually, you have to pass through the section where the wizard sleeve used to stand, now just this burnt out and mostly collapsed building. And to add insult to this injury, the Inquisition has seen fit to use the street side where the brothel used to stand to host one of their outposts for this region of the street, at least. Needless to say, the Inquisition has certainly used these recent vampire attacks to expand their influence to beyond what it was even before they were cast out in the first place. Eventually, you guys exit some of the more populated sections of the street. The ones with like the taller buildings, and into more modest sections. At which point, you guys see poking out from the distance, beyond the more mountainous regions of Tortana, beyond the Crimson Strait, a pillar of light not dissimilar to the ones that you had previously seen from Aeroth's shrines.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
That's unusual.
It's coming from about where Maryland is.
Ah, okay. All right.
Okay.
Right.
Nice.
Right.
Quite a new tourist attraction. Interesting.
Yeah. A little bit. So, what I feel we should do, we should have a quick break. After that, I mean, if we're gonna have like, some roleplay stuff, I guess we're doing Gorthak and Elroy first. And then maybe we can get into the Doge or whatever. And if you guys have anything else to do, feel free to send me some DMs and we can like get on that as well. Yeah, see you guys in a minute.
I think there's still the gifts that I have for everyone.
Okay, before we get into Nathan's gifts, because I went so well last campaign. Good God. As usual, we're going on break. That means I'm going to cut the video here. This is where part 1 will end. That said, this has your attention. You want to see more? Hey, part 2 should be up basically, yeah, well after you finish this. Should be up. Or if you're catching it a little bit later, then it should be up already. So yeah, just tune in for that, and we'll see you there.